Hello everyone and welcome back to the series. Did you know that Python has a built-in function that makes handling text easy? Stick around and I'm going to show you how you can use the ascii function to transform strings with special characters like emoji. Alright, so what exactly does the ascii function do? Well, let's just imagine you have a string with special characters or even emojis. What the ascii function is going to do is going to help you to turn these characters into a format that is easy to read and work with. All right, so let's jump in with some examples. So here, I'm just first going to define two variables. The first variable, I'm just going to call it text. And then the content is going to be Python is fun. All right, then the next one is going to be the ascii version of it. So I'm just going to say ascii underscore maybe text, and then we are just going to say pass it to the ascii function. Then we're going to pass the text to it. All right, so let's try to print these two variables. So first we're going to print the normal text, the plain text, and it's going to say that Python is fun. All right, so what happens when we try to print the ascii version of it? So I'm going to try to print, and then we're going to print the ascii version of it. So like this, and here it returns the same thing, except that with the ascii version, everything is within this single quote. All right, that's perfect. Let's try to define two different variables. Here I'm just gonna define a variable called emoji, and I'm just gonna hold the window key and then the period. Then I'm just gonna, before I even do that, let me just put everything here. Then I'm just going to do this and select this emoji. All right. So the next is going to be the ascii version of this emoji. So I'm just going to define this variable as ascii underscore emoji. So that is to hold the ascii version of this emoji. So here we just pass it to the ascii function and we say emoji. All right. So let's try to print these two variables. So first we print the emoji as it is. So we say emoji and we get an emoji back. But what happens when we try to print the ascii version of the emoji? So let's try to print, and then we say ascii underscore emoji. Okay, so we get a Unicode representation of this. So this is a Unicode version of it. If you want to reverse this, or if you want to see, so suppose you're trying to log this data or save it, or let's say you're debugging and you want to see the exact content of your strings or your variables, this is the way to do it. So it's just going to convert all of these things into a Unicode so that you see it the way it has to be. But let's try to print this thing back, the ascii version of it, the Unicode. Let's try to print it back. So when I do this, I get my variable, my emoji back. All right, so guys, this is the way to do it. If you find this tutorial very helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm just going to see you in the next one.